if they're going to charge you extra interest based on it's an investment property versus your property you live in.
Yeah, they will. So an investment loan product and a primary residence loan product are two different loan products. Investment loan product, they're going to charge you anywhere between 8, 9, and 10% interest, depending on the loan product that you get, if you were to go to a Chase or a Bank of America.
Yeah.
But if you go to somebody like a tired landlord, bro, I gotten deals, dude. Check this out. I gotten deals at 0% interest rate.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're unicorns. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and flock like there's tons and tons of them around. They're unicorn deals, but they're out there. I've gotten deals at 2%, 3%, 4% interest rate. I always tell people, if you're 5% or lower on the interest rate, that's free money to me, right? You're not paying much interest. So another thing you guys want to do in adding your buying criteria, don't just add the bedrooms, don't just add the bathrooms, don't just add the location. When you're buying deals, whether it's a seller finance or a subject to deal, tell people don't send me a deal if it's over 5% interest rate. I'm not a buyer for that. Okay. So just like you create, if you're going to go out and buy a car, you have a specific buying criteria, whether it's a Mazda, Honda, Toyota, whatever it is, create that same thing for real estate. But be crystal clear on it, guys. Don't turn your head and say, oh, I want to be a flipper all of a sudden. No, there's a lot of ways to make money in real estate. I've done a lot of them. Okay. So one thing at a time. Your thing is going to buy a property. You're going to marry the money, not date the money. Okay. Let me get the next question. Alec.
I just wanted to see if you could give me a little bit of a rundown about PMI, MIP, and how that factors in with putting 20% down, and kind of your thoughts on, if we have the capital to hit the 20% level, why would we not do that? And then when we pull money out of the loan to value, as long as we're still above 20% equity, we won't go back into a place where we owe PMI and things like that.
Yeah. So yeah, PMI, private mortgage insurance, for a lot of you guys don't know what that is. So it's private mortgage insurance. So one reason why is, just like I just told Lonnie, if you have the capital right now, let me ask you, would you rather take that 20% and park it into one property, or would you rather take that 20% and invest it into 2 or 3 properties? What would you rather?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're going to make more in the long run.
You're going to make more cash flow every month. You're going to get more appreciating assets, right?
More equity.
You're now going to have multiple properties that appreciate, okay? Whether that's 5, 10, 20% a year. You're going to have multiple properties that give you tax write-offs. You're going to have multiple properties that gives you tax cash flow. If you go to a bank, Alec, and you're saying, oh, I got 20% down, again, you're not doing one thing that I just taught you in this Google Meet, is velocity of money. You need to look at every investment. How do I spread my money wide as possible, right? Velocity of money. So yes, you can eliminate the PMI, which is like, you might save $100 a month, $150 a month. If you're doing, you're not going to have much. But the thing about it is you have so much money parked in that one asset. It's a lot of money to park in that one asset. So earlier, when I said, you guys, when you create your buying criteria, you're going to want to buy deals at like 10% entry fee, 5% entry fee. Dude, I got houses I bought 10, 15, 20K right now today, guys, in the market we're in. Because I'm dealing with people who are in situations that need to sell. Okay. And by the way, I'm doing exactly what I tell you guys to do. I'm doing. I don't go direct to seller. Now I have the skill set. I know how to negotiate. I know how to market. I know how to write contracts. I know how to do all this stuff, but I don't have the time for it. Do you guys think I want to be managing my portfolio and calling sellers all day long? No, I don't have time for that. So what do? I leverage. I delegate. The people who do want to make those phone calls all day, I partner with them. Those are my buddies. Those are the people I get to know really well. Those are the people I want them to know I'm the VIP buyer. And then after a while, you create a brand, whether you like it or not. You create the brand of like, Alec, man, he closes on deals, bro. He's doing deals. He closed on 2 deals with me last month. Who am I going to send my deal to that I know is buying in that market? Alec, right? And so that's what it becomes after a while. And that's why it's not an overwhelming process, because it's simple. You're having other people go out and do the work. You're just buying the deal. And whether that's your own capital, or you're taking your mom's capital or your brother's capital, or you're getting some private money lender that you met at the bar's capital, whoever's money it is, you're taking that money and buying the deal. And that's the cool thing about the creative finances, because remember this, Alec, is you don't have to go through the invasive process. You ever done a bank loan before, bro? You know the word PMI, so you might have, but the invasive process, the appraisal, you don't have to go through this whole guideline, right? They have these they have guidelines. None of that applies, not applicable. Again, everything else on the back end is the same. You're still going to go through title. You're still going to get a deed transfer. You're still going to get a lien search. You're still going to get a title search. Everything else is the same. It's just you're avoiding the banks. You're avoiding the big financial institutions that want to charge you 20% down and that what they want to do 8, 9, 10% interest rate. It's too much. Why not go out and get a 4% or a 3% or a 5%, which is super obtainable.
Thank you.
You're welcome, brother. What you got? What you got for me, Steve?
Okay, so 2 questions.
Your mic's cutting out, Steven.
Yeah,
Steve.
Steven, we can't hear you, brother. We can't hear you.
Hold on.
Oh,
Sorry.
Smack the earphone real hard.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. It was the thing. Okay, 2 quick questions. Who are these wholesalers you're talking about? Are they individuals with portfolios, or do they just, like you said, scour the market? And then how do I meet these people with foreign money? Are they down in South Beach, and do I have to rub some toes and feet? That's my next question.
Yeah. So question number 1 is the people that you're going after. It doesn't matter where they've gotten the deal from. It could be one wholesaler who's a newbie wholesaler who maybe has done their first and second deal, where they're building a business model to where they're going out and attacking sellers to lock up deals that are in your buying criteria. So
Okay, so they're like a broker then.
no, they're not a broker. They're an individual who has a business model to where
Okay.
they go out and buy. Because remember, you don't have to be a broker to buy real estate. That's a lot of people get confused. There's no law that says I have to have a license to buy real estate. That's not a thing. Okay. You have to be the only time a real estate license is applicable is if you want to create or you want to collect a real estate commission for selling a property. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
On the MLS, multi-listing service. That's when a licensee is required. You do not have to have a license to go out there and buy real estate. So that individual,
Unbelievable. Yes.
yeah, that individual you're talking about could be somebody who does, like, I'll make an example. Bro, I got friends of mine that do 10, 15, 20 deals a month, making $300,000-$400,000 a month. This is all they do. They go out there and attack sellers all month long. They got BAs in place. They got these lists. They got these big old offices with hundreds of people calling. They got a lot of overhead. Don't get me wrong. And this is what they do. They go out there and they just lock up contracts with sellers directly and sell them to people like you who that contract fits your criteria. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?